Good day to all of you. Welcome to Weekends with Alex Witt. It's 1 o'clock here on the East Coast, 10 a.m. out west. We're going to get to what's happening right now out there, as today, Mitt Romney's Battleground bus tour is rolling through Pennsylvania. Our crews on the ground are just now telling us that a scheduled campaign event is moving to an undisclosed location because of protesters where it was originally planned. A bit earlier today in the community of Weatherly, he criticized President Obama's economic plans.
You ask your friends, you ask your small businesses about whether the president's policies have made it easier and are going to make it easier for them to hire people. Job one in this country is to create jobs for the American people, and I will.
NBC's Peter Alexander is on the trail. Peter joins me on the phone. So, Peter, what's up with the location mess up? Where are you?
We are on the back of the press bus that is trailing Mitt Romney's bus right now as we travel across about 130 miles. We'll travel across Pennsylvania today. The intention was to arrive at an event at one of the local convenience marts here, known as Wawa. People across this region will be well familiar with it. But we are told now by our team that's on the ground at that site and by campaign officials that the location is being moved. The campaign will indicate why it's being moved, but from our reporters that are on the ground at that location, we're told there are a lot of protesters there. And so now, frankly, for the last half an hour, we've been speeding down the highway, we are told, to a different convenience store where apparently there are no protesters. This is an effort for Mitt Romney to get a chance to sort of shake hands, do the face-to-face politicking that's so familiar in traditional presidential campaigns. This is a significant swing for him in this general election season, the first sort of traditional campaign swing as he hits 6 states in just 5 days. All of those states, including this one, Pennsylvania, states that President Obama, Alex, won 4 years ago. But as you've been talking about with some of your guests over the course of the last hour, one of the challenges he'll be facing even tomorrow when he heads to the state of Ohio is a state where unemployment is now getting better. The numbers are below the national average, below 8%. And Governor John Kasich, as well as Mitt Romney, will be in a position where they have to acknowledge the numbers are improving, but try not to give credit to the president himself.
Hey, real quick, Peter, to what extent have you seen protests while you've been on this bus tour?
Well, throughout the course of this bus tour, it was indicated to us that there would be the Democrats reaching out to reporters who were traveling, saying, hey, keep an eye out for us. They launched their own competing bus tour, as it were. They're calling it Middle Class Under the Bus Tour, to try to mock Mitt Romney's effort to suggest that he's the one who would best give middle-class Americans a fair shot. At the first event that we were at in New Hampshire yesterday, there were many Obama supporters. They were outside this large farm. They were holding up their signs and protesting. We saw a plane with a banner flying above. But generally speaking, as they hold these events in private property and closed-in areas, these are areas that they can control, and they haven't had to deal with a lot of protesters who have been held away at a safe distance. But when you head to a gas station or when you head to a convenience mart, some things are up in the air, and certainly, as it turns out in this case, sometimes the message is in the hands of the people who are there. In this case, those people may not be Mitt Romney's biggest supporters.
Okay, NBC's Peter Alexander on that bus tour. Thank you, Peter, for phoning in.